The boy crawled into the dog kennel and secretly ate the military dog's rations. He also pocketed the breadcrumbs meant for the chickens and ducks, smuggling them back to share with the other prisoners. By stealing food from the military dogs and poultry, the boy managed to keep an entire dormitory of prisoners alive. But as the military dog grew thinner from hunger, the German officer grew suspicious. He searched the boy's clothes and found bread hidden in his sleeves. The boy tried to stay calm, but the officer found a large amount of breadcrumbs in his pockets. With the evidence in hand, the boy's secret was fully exposed. The German officer dragged him aside, preparing to execute him on the spot. But just before he died, the boy revealed the truth about the military dog. "You think this is your military dog? But actually, it's my pet." The German officer was furious. The dog he had valued so highly was actually a prisoner's pet. He couldn't accept this and raised his pistol to shoot. But at that moment, a prisoner suddenly attacked from behind, knocking the German officer unconscious and saving the boy's life. The boy immediately opened the dog kennel and released the dog, and they fled together. The dog hesitated for a moment, looking at the unconscious German officer on the ground, but in the end it chose to leave with the boy. However, another prisoner ran into a barbed wire fence during the escape. The high-voltage electric current instantly turned him into charred remains and triggered an alarm. The concentration camp was thrown into chaos, but the military dog, familiar with the camp's layout, led them to a section of the fence that was not electrified. The boy quickly followed the dog's example and escaped from the concentration camp, but the Germans immediately gave chase, and many prisoners fell under the gunfire. Only the boy, led by the military dog, successfully escaped from the concentration camp. They ran for their lives without stopping, but the boy accidentally stepped on a landmine. The dog, hearing the explosion, immediately ran to the boy. Seeing him lying on the ground, the dog dragged him to a hidden spot in the woods and then ran out to draw the Germans' pursuit. When the dog returned at night to find its owner, the boy was gone. The boy had been rescued by a nearby guerrilla unit. They not only gave him food, but also taught him how to shoot. The boy accidentally discharged his weapon, and the dog, hearing the sound, immediately ran over. Seeing that the boy was fine, the dog acted very wrong, lying in the boy's arms and showing affection. The boy held the dog tightly, afraid of losing it again. The dog became the boy's motivation to survive.